Hey humans, and welcome to Read to Me, Matt Dunn. I'm Matt Dunn, and I'm going to read to you. We're reading The Color Out of Space by H.P. Lovecraft. We are on part 7. Ooh, it's getting weird in here, and I like it. It was the coroner, seated near a window overlooking the yard, who first noticed the glow about the well. Night had fully set in, and the abhorrent grounds seemed faintly luminous with more than the fitful moonbeams. But this new glow was something definite and distinct, and appeared to shoot up from the black pit like a softened ray from a searchlight, giving dull reflections in the little ground pools where the water had been emptied. It had a very queer color, and as all the men clustered round the window, Amy gave a violent start. For this strange beam of ghastly miasma was to him of no unfamiliar hue. He had seen the color before, and feared to think what it might mean. He had seen it in the nasty brittle globule in that aerolite 2 summers ago. Had seen it in the crazy vegetation of the springtime, and had thought he had seen it for an instant that very morning against the small barred window of that terrible attic room where nameless things had happened. It had flashed there a second, and a clammy and hateful current of vapor had brushed past him, and then poor Nene had been taken by something of that color. He had said so at the last, said it was like the globule of the plants. After that had come the runaway in the yard and the splash in the well. And now that well was belching forth to the night a pale, insidious beam of the same demonic tint. It does credit to the alertness of Amy's mind that he puzzled even at the tense moment over a point which was essentially scientific. He could not but wonder at his gleaning of the same impression from a vapor glimpsed in the daytime, against a window opening on the morning sky, and from a nocturnal exhalation, seen as a fucking phosphorescent mist against the black and blasted landscape. It wasn't right. It was against nature. And he thought of those terrible last words of his stricken friend. It comes from some place where things aren't as they is here. One of them professors said so. All 3 horses outside, tied to a pair of shriveled saplings by the road, were now neighing, and pawing frantically. The wagon driver started for the door to do something, but Amy laid a shaky hand on his shoulder. "Don't go out there," he whispered. There's more to this nor what we know. Nene said something, lived in the well that sucks your life out. He said it must be some growed from a round ball like one we all seen in that meteor stone that fell a year ago June. Sucks and burns, he said, and it just a cloud of color like that light out there now that ye can hardly see and can't tell what it is. Nene thought it feeds on everything living and gets stronger all the time. He said he seen it this last week. It must be something from away off in the sky, like the men from the college last year says the meteor stone was. The way it's made and the way it works ain't like no way of God's world. It's something at far beyond. So the men paused. Indecisively, as the light from the well grew stronger, and the hitched horses pawed and whinnied in increasing frenzy. It was truly an awful moment. With terror in that ancient and accursed house itself, four monstrous sets of fragments, 2 from the house and 2 from the well, in the woodshed behind, and that shaft of unknown and unholy iridescence from the slimy depths in front. Amy had restrained the driver on impulse, forgetting how uninjured he himself was after the clammy brushing of that color vapor in the attic. But perhaps it is just as well that he acted as he did. No one will ever know what was abroad that night, and though the blasphemy from beyond had not far hurt any human of unweakened mind, there is no telling what it might not have done at that last moment, and with its seemingly increased strength and the special signs of purpose it was soon to display beneath the half-clouded moonlight sky. There's a lot to this freakish thing going on. It has a purpose now? What the fuck? Do you fit the purpose? Are you doomed to die? All at once, one of the detectives at the window gave a short, sharp gasp. Ah! The others looked at him and then quickly followed his gaze upward to the point at which its idle straying had been suddenly arrested. There was no need for words. What had been disputed in country gossip was disputable no more. And it is because of the thing which every man of that party agreed in whispering later on that the strange days are never talked about in Arkham. It is necessary to premise that there was no wind at that hour of the evening. One did arise not long afterward, but there was absolutely none then. All right, I guess we're going to pause right there because my light is dead. If you want me to read more, please check out more of my videos. Like, subscribe, wherever my icon is, and comment down below. Have a good day.